Today I'm going to tell you about the top 3 things you should know about your LiPo battery.
Ух, ёб ты мой.
So LiPo batteries are the godsend of RC. They're light enough and powerful enough that they allow us to have a good power to weight ratio. You know, you can fly it in drones, you could play with your car for 60 miles an hour for half an hour or an hour. Yeah, you basically, it's like a fuel tank. You could almost carry as much runtime, as much fun time as you need. So they come in little ones and big ones, but there are 3 key things you should know about them that you should do or should not let happen to your batteries for safety's sake, because these things can be very dangerous. Number 1 is never allow them to get damaged. So I'm breaking the rule. I broke the rule yesterday. I've been using these soft case packs for forever, you know, through my whole RC crawling foray, but I forgot about the hard case. Because why do I need hard case? The reason is, as you play with fast cars, you need this case to help protect the cells inside. In a crawler, it doesn't matter. Hard case is just extra weight, but in a fast car, you need it. So I had this thing on an Arma Creighton, and I thought it was all good. This thing weighs like 3 pounds. This thing is huge. So 26 volts on this thing. But after I ran, as I was charging it, my buddy said, "Whoa, do you realize what you're looking at?" So right there is a danger zone. It was in its own compartment, battery compartment, but because of the hits he was taking, he was pounding against the guides, the support guides. And right there, it took some massive impact. And this is so close to detonation, to just catching fire, because once these LiPo cells touch oxygen, they just don't like oxygen. I don't know why. You know, we like oxygen. Once they like oxygen, it lights on fire. It's automatic. It doesn't. You don't need a match or anything. Once that thing hits air, it will catch fire, and the fire will burn through each cell. Very intense. This thing. So I burnt a battery that was 1/3 the size of this, and the fire was intense. So I don't know. This thing would probably put a fire through my whole garage for about 30 seconds. So the power that this thing packs is incredible. So you cannot let your cells get compromised or damaged. You cannot let oxygen hit the lithium cells. So use hard case when the situation needs it, but protect it. But when this happens, time out, call it quits. It's time to go home, and I'll tell you about disposal of this in a little bit. The number 2 thing that you need to know about these batteries is you have to charge them correctly. Don't get a $5 charger, $10 charger to charge this or this. It doesn't matter. You need a smart charger. Their very existence depends on them getting the right amount of voltage and stopping when it is fully charged. If it doesn't stop, you know, it's going to light on fire. You know, not instantly, but you know, even if it's trickle charge, it might take 10 hours while you're sleeping. It's going to light on fire. So it has to be a smart charger. You have to charge it as lithium. And coupled to that, you want to always balance charge it. You know, if it's more than a 1-cell battery, there's always a balance port. And it's your mission to balance charge them, because when they are not balanced, you never know when they're not balanced. You know, it's more likely they're fairly balanced. But what about that case when they're not balanced? This thing is gonna keep charging all the way to 12.6 volts, it's not going to stop. But if a cell is severely imbalanced or it's severely low, what's going to happen, 4.2 volts per cell, is that it's going to keep charging even though some of the cells are already past 4.2. And after 4.2 volts is when it puffs up and detonates. Not detonates, lights on fire. And it lights on fire because when it's puffy, it breaks the plastic sheet and it hits oxygen, lights on fire. Okay, the third thing that you know about lithium batteries is when to dispose of them and how to dispose of them. Okay, so when you have the issue, it puffs up, you probably have a lot of batteries, some batteries that are kind of puffy. You know, a little puff, is okay, but once it gets, it's getting fat, it's stressing the case, the mylar case, you have to get rid of it. Because when that case breaks and it gets puffy as you're using it, as you're loading it, when it breaks, then it's going to light on fire. And how you dispose of it is, I just did it with this battery, is you want to discharge it all the way to 3 volts, 3.2, 3 volts if your charger allows it. You could put it on a lot of chargers, they won't discharge too much. But that's enough. If not, if you want, you can put on a motor or a light until it's completely dead. And what you want to do is you want to bring this to a recycling center or a battery recycling center. So hopefully you have one close to you. But the worst thing you could do is, you give up on a battery because of this. It's fully charged, and then you throw it in the trash. That puts everyone in danger because this thing has so much power, so much firepower. That it could really hurt someone. The garbage man collects it, puts it in the trash compactor, or at the recycling center. They put it to a trash compactor, pierce the sheath, and the thing lights on fire. So, not a good thing. So those are the 3 top safety things that you need to know about LiPo batteries. Thanks a ton.